Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Data Sculptor. Today we are going to solve another interesting question. So this time we will be solving using DAX. So we have this table called employee. We have these columns: employee ID, name, department, salary, hire date and years in company. So you need to return the employee count for the departments. So we have some filter conditions that are to be applied on the data. So we will discuss more in detail in the video what the filter conditions are and how to write that using DAX. So if you are watching the channel for the first time, make sure you click on the subscribe button and also click on the like button, so that people who are interested to watch or learn DAX, this video might reach them. So let's go to Power BI and see how to solve this. So the conditions that are to be applied on this data. So the salary should be greater than 70,000 and the years in company field, that should be greater than or equal to 5, and the hiring date or the hire year should be after 2014. So these are the conditions that have to be applied on this data, and based on once you filter the data, after you apply these conditions, then you need to take the count of employees for each department. So now we need to write DAX query that will show a department and the employee count. So I have already imported this table. So if you want to practice this question, you can find this Power BI link in the description of this video. So if you face any issues with the access or issues with the download, you can you can put in the comment section. I'll try to resolve this. Okay. So first, what I will try to do, I'll try to create a simple measure with the employee count. So employee count, which is equal to, we have to use the calculate and the count of employee ID, and we need to use the filter conditions. So first is the table which is employee, comma, salary should be greater than 70,000. So employee salary should be greater than 70,000 and employee years in company should be greater than or equal to 5, and year of employee hire date should be greater than 2014. So this is the measure you write. So you can drag this measure into this page, and you can see the count, which is 4 employees. You can use this card, use the card visual, or you can use a table. So employee count is 4, and if you want to see this using department, so you can drag the department into the columns, and you can see finance 2 and HR 2. So now this one you have retrieved this using visual, but now I want to retrieve this data in a using the DAX. So I'll go to this DAX query view. So here what I'll try to do, so we need to use the evaluate. So evaluate, whenever you try to use the evaluate, it will print the output into this window. So the way you see here, whatever results you see, you have to use evaluate. So to return a table, you need to use the summarize columns or summarize. So first we will try to use summarize, and summarize what are the parameters. The table is employee, comma. So what is the group by? So we want the data for department, and so for each department you want to find the count of employees, right? So the count of employees, you keep the column name as employee count, and the employee count, what is the what measure so whatever measure definition you have written, you need to add that measure here. So calculate of count of employee ID, comma, filter employee, comma, salary greater than 70,000 and years of in company greater than or equal to 5, and year of employee hire date greater than 2014. Okay. So now if you run this, resolve the query, some error is there. So what is the error? Something is missing. Okay, we have missed the bracket. So Yeah, we have added the bracket now. So now if you see, for IT you are not getting any employee count, for sales you are not getting any employee count, for HR you are getting 2, and for finance you are getting 2. So this is the output, and this is the way you can get the result using DAX. So now one technique which you can use to the measure definition whatever you have written is correct, but if you see there are a lot of filter conditions. So currently the data set is small, it is 20 rows, so it's not an issue. But take an example, a real time scenario where you have say more than 5 million or 10 million rows. This measure will be very slow there, because in the filter condition if you see there are 3 conditions here. So obviously it will be slow. So the best way there to optimize it, so what we can do is let's add one more column in the employee table. So let's try to create a calculated column. So this calculated column, what it will do, so if I'll write an if condition, if employee salary is greater than 70,000 and years in company is greater than or equal to 5 and year of hire date is greater than 2014. So for a particular row, if all of these conditions match, then we'll assign the value as 1, else we'll assign 0. Okay. So let's add this column as filter C. Okay. So now what happens? So whenever a particular row satisfies all these 3 conditions, you are assigning a value 1 to that row. If even one of the conditions is not satisfied, you will assign a value 0 to this row. So now let's see the data. So let's go to the table view, and if you see this data, so for all the rows it is almost 0. For this row the value is 1. So here the salary is greater than 70,000, years in company is greater than or equal to 5, and hire date is after 2014. So this row is satisfied. Similarly these rows also satisfied. So now what I will do, in the measure I will create one more measure. So here employee count optimization. Okay. So this is a very important optimization technique. So calculate count of employee ID comma filter again. So instead of using 3 conditions there, we can use directly one condition here, employee of filter C is equal to 1. So in this way what will happen, even if you want to change any filter condition in the future, you can just change this calculated column logic, or if you want, even if the data increase, it will not make so the performance here will be good, because you are using only one condition instead of 3 conditions. Okay. So this will still give us the same result. So now what I will do here, department, I will drag department and I will drag this optimization count. So here again same you are getting. So in this way you can solve this question. So if the interviewer asks you to optimize this code, so because this is basic, right, employee count anyone can write this. So if you are aware of filter condition in DAX, this is a very basic question, but if they ask you to optimize this query, then this is the way you need to write. So whatever conditions are there in the filter clause, create a calculated column with those conditions and replace and keep the values 1 and 0 and use that column in the filter condition. So this is how you use this is the optimization technique. So hope this technique is helpful for you, and hope you like this video. So if you like this, please click on the like button and click on subscribe button for more videos. Thank you. Have a nice day.